Hello, loyal viewers. Today's topic is direct-to-video, with spoilers for Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. So, I've been thinking a lot about direct-to-video movies recently. I was talking about that with regard to the Disney sequels. Many of the films would have a direct-to-video sequel, on VHS, such as Pocahontas, Mulan, Aladdin, the list goes on. All of those had big, successful theatrical releases, and then the sequels, would be available for home video that you could watch. Typically, the reason that they were released direct to video was because they were low budget and not the main focus. It's a sequel, so it possibly will not draw as many people into the theater, and so on and so forth. Disney continues to make its big films that will still go into the theater. New material, that kind of stuff. Then, don't ask why, but Scooby-Doo came to my attention, and another series that is notorious for direct-to-video films. Sure, some of them had theatrical releases, but that's a lot of the live-action stuff. Most of the Scooby-Doo movies were, again, direct-to-video. I have distinct memories of watching several of them when I was in elementary school and lower, and possibly into middle school as well. Not positive on that one. Anyway, the point that I'm trying... Oh, Cyber Chase, right? Cyber Chase is a favorite of mine, and I do recall watching this in school. The spoilers is that the gang eventually gets, transported into a video game where they fight this, phantom virus, I believe it's called, who has a thing for baseball. I really enjoyed the clues in that, because the clues to be, him being into baseball points at who created him in the real world, and they're able to, do their meddling kid thing and get the right guy arrested. I really like that from the Scooby-Doo aspect. Anyway, that's a little bit off topic. The big point that I was going to make is that I believe direct-to-streaming movies have replaced direct-to-video. It's essentially the same thing for the function of the consumer, right? You don't have to go to the theater. You can get it in your home, whatever else. It's also worse for the consumer because it's on streaming, so you have to pay a subscription service to get access to it instead of being able to buy a physical copy. Better for the companies, worse for the consumer, but still fills the same niche in the general retailing economy of entertainment movies. Just thought that was an interesting observation because physical releases are still happening, but I have not heard yet of a movie that directly went to physical release without going theatrical. The movies that do that go straight to streaming and don't get physical releases whatsoever. Food for thought, Technology is changing our entertainment every single day, and this is just a very small slice of that I happened to pick up on recently.